Testing.
Yay! We made it work. Yes.
I was just more excited to see you.
Me too, actually. I was like, I want to see your face.
How are you?
I am doing great. How are you?
Good. I cannot believe how much you're offering in a day.
Yeah, I'm a little bit like over like what? How did I do this? Like I'm
Right?
not overwhelmed, but like this is incredible kind of feeling. Like how did
It's
I
amazing.
make this happen, right?
Yeah.
I
How
don't
many
know.
speakers do you have?
I got 12 speakers.
Holy
12
cow.
speakers one day, back to back, all day long. So I'm gonna lose my voice by the end of the day, but they're gonna be doing most of the talking anyway. But it's gonna be a thing.
Oh my gosh. You're not going to have a chance to pee.
So right. So what I did was I said, okay, half-hour lunch break, right? We're gonna do half-hour lunch break, and I have to
Awesome.
have like the timer, the clock, the timer and all the stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I'll make it happen.
I love
Just
it.
know. Yeah.
So for anybody watching after, because
Mhm.
technology,
Yes,
Facebook Live
exactly.
is not really my friend right now, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. So I'm hoping that all of my kick-ass women join us afterwards to watch this, to watch the two of us talking about
Mhm.
Breakthrough Brand Live,
Yes.
your virtual event that's coming up on Wednesday, October 27th, starting at
Mhm.
10 a.m. Eastern for anybody
Yes.
who's watching afterwards. This is Melissa Henry of Melissa Demple Photography.
Thank you.
Um, and Melissa is a branding genius. She spoke recently at the Badass Business Summit put on by Donnie Bovine and Success Champions Networking.
Mhm.
And what you shared with us, Melissa, I can't even begin to tell you. I am so excited to implement
Oh,
everything that you
good.
taught us with
Good.
my photographer, Debbie Kramer.
Yes. Good.
Yes.
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 So good. So
If you were
and
closer, it would be
oh,
you.
I know. No, no, no. But let me just tell you something. Like Erin,
Yeah.
like one of the things I loved about having you in the audience was the heckling. Just so you know, the heckling was amazing. Seriously, you brought a lot of fun to it, so I appreciate that. But yes, no,
Well,
I
thank
also
you.
appreciate that you take something out of it because that's the whole point. That's actually I'm glad that you said that because that's the reason I'm putting this together in the first place. Is that I
Awesome.
really think there's a lot of misconceptions about what a personal brand is, and
Yes.
there's this
Yes.
I think people feel like, well, a brand means like logo and colors and my fonts, and no, it's not those
Yes.
things. Your personal brand is not those things, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
if I can tell you a little bit about like what's going to happen, I think that'd be helpful for
Please do.
people to
Please
know.
do.
So
Yes. Because
so we talked
so
about
let
lots of
me
speakers, right? Yeah, go
yes.
ahead.
So let me
Hmm.
just back up for a sec. So
Yeah.
I am so interested in this because, and I know that you specifically have designed this for women entrepreneurs, but I
Yes.
kind of think about branding as more than professional and business brand.
Yes. Hmm.
It's also staying true to your sticking, to your knitting.
Hmm.
And so I shared your event with all of my kick-ass women, and I hope
Thank you.
that those who want to learn as much about branding come, because at the end of the day, we need to each be our own brand ambassador.
Hmm.
Um, so I can't wait. So yes, tell us all about it.
Well, and I appreciate that segue because, excuse me, I always have this little like froggy thing. I better get rid of frog for Wednesday, shouldn't I?
Oh my gosh.
I hate when that
Have
happens.
lots of water and
Yes,
lozenges and,
yes, you're right.
fun
And
stuff.
throat coat tea, which is one of my go-tos. So yes, and so I think you're absolutely right. I mean, this actually speaks to your values, your
Yes.
reputation. Like, what do you want people to think about you? And
Yeah.
you get to form that. Like, you get to figure it out, get it front and center in your mind, and then implement it. And that's what it is about taking control of the brand. And I
Love
know,
it.
like, I have one speaker who's coming on and she's like, I hate the term personal brand. And she's
I
like, it just
know.
gives me all the ickies. And I was like, I know, right? But there's like, that's the way that we sort of identified it to get people to think about it differently. But really, it all comes down to reputation.
Yes.
And so when you
Oh
think
my
about
gosh.
that, like, you get to guide your reputation. Like, it's not,
Yep.
it's under your control. And that's all it is
Yes.
taking control of it. So the people that I'm bringing on, they've developed a big following. They've created these amazing businesses. They've,
Hmm.
they've, you know, they just created like so much impact in the world, and they're continuing to do that. They're just like on an upward trajectory in their lives and their business. And it isn't
Yeah.
about like it's not really about the business as much as it is about the impact that they want to make, which goes all the way back to their values. What do they
Love
want to
it.
do? Why are they here? Like, who are
Yes.
they here to serve? Why? Get it? Like, where's the passion coming from?
Right.
And then that's how they said, you know what? I'm not going to sit back here and say my business is the thing. My business, the business is the vehicle by which I help the world. You
Yes.
see? So that's why they have the confidence to stand out in front of their business and show up and do these things, because they know that, and they know that deep
Yep.
down. And so they're all really, really awesome. I want to just say a few, like, just kind of give you like a list of
Introduce a
them
few
and
of your
like really
speakers.
quick. Yeah, that's okay
Yeah,
with you. Okay.
absolutely.
So I have one. Okay, the first one on my list is Cheldon Bartlett Rumor. She actually has created a it's an online television network, and she
Love it.
helps. Yes, it's amazing. It's a streaming platform that connects remarkable women to inspiring stories, I'm reading, while empowering an engaged global community of female entrepreneurs, executives, and leaders. She is badass, really, seriously. Like, she's the real deal.
I
Wendy P.
love it.
Nice. She is a transformational leader and mentor. I met her because she has a group called it's Speakers and Coaches Collaborate. And she's grown
Okay.
that to, I believe it's about 15,000 members. She's
Oh
helping
my goodness.
connect people and collaborate and build their brands too. So
Yeah.
that was really resonating with me. Donnie Bovine, you know him. So
Yes.
he created Success Champions Networking, and he's like, and what I really loved about meeting him in person was that, and I kind of know him a little bit too, because I kind of been there from the beginning in that group, but
Okay.
he is different than what you would ever imagine him to be based on his company
Right.
brand, right?
Yeah.
So his personal brand is really like he's warm, he's friendly, he's outgoing, he's supportive, right? And
Yes.
he's managed to bring that out, and he is, and like, he's created such a great group of people. It's amazing. So that's
Oh my gosh,
one of the
yes.
reasons. He's amazing.
We are
Dee Dee
so
Kai.
lucky to have
Yes,
Tommy.
we are. So Dee Dee Kai, she's actually my business coach, and
Love it.
she combines psychology, cognitive science, holistic wellness, and business to bring it female entrepreneurs to the next level in their business. So she's
Love
going to be
it.
coming on. She's badass too, actually. So and then Clara Capano, you know Clara,
Yay.
right? Yes.
Yes.
So she's an international speaker, a best-selling author, host of 2 talk shows, one of which they actually get to drink on air, which I thought was
Oh my
pretty
gosh.
cool. Yeah,
That
I
is
was like,
awesome.
hey, they teach you how to make these amazing drinks. I'm like, I got to come back and like take down some recipes here.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
yeah. Did you know
I
that?
have
That she does
somebody,
that?
no, but I have somebody who she'll have to interview, Francesca Vanderwall, who actually she's a financial advisor. She will take any dessert and turn it into a drink.
Oh my God.
It's right.
Oh yes,
We
okay,
all need
so
her.
invite me. I want to be there.
Okay,
Please.
done.
It's so good. Okay, so Clara, she helps women in business gain focus and control without burnout, so they can have more time, more work purposefully, and live a life they love.
Love it.
The
And she
next one is,
has, can I just give her a plug for just a
please,
second?
please, please, please.
Clara has an upcoming year-long program that she's put into Kick-Ass Women. So anybody who wants to focus and level up should absolutely look at Clara's program.
So good.
So thank you.
Yes. Come on, let's bring it on for everybody here. S.A. Grant, you know S.A. We met
Yes.
him at the exam
Love.
I have 3 speakers coming from the Badass Business Summit. Isn't that great?
I
Like,
love
I was
it.
like, man, this is how I generated part of this. So it's great. He's a best-selling author, podcaster, helps aspiring business owners create strategies and tactics that consistently generate more revenue, build online business presence with creative growth strategies. And he was really cool because I remember him talking about not only should you have a business story, and not only should you have a personal brand story, but you should have a service or product story. And I was like, what? So I totally was
Yes.
like, that's true. I need to have like a service story. So I'm working on that for myself. I thought that was
Love
amazing.
it.
Right. So we're going to get him to talk about that kind of stuff, I think. All right. I'm
And
going
he's
to take a pause.
fantastic.
You got something to add there?
Yes, SA is one of the most creative marketing geniuses I've ever met. And I
Mm-hmm.
come from a long line of being marketing adjacent my entire, 20 something year career in corporate.
Yeah.
So I know marketing, and he is well beyond anything. His knowledge base is just enormous.
And he's just,
So
and he's a good dude. Like, just,
yes,
again, the real deal.
solid.
Like, these people are
Yep.
like, they're all authentic. They're real people, you know?
Yes.
Um,
And they only want to help others like you.
yes, yes, yes. That's the thing. It's
Yes.
like, I don't know. I'm so excited. You can tell. Um,
Yeah.
so let me tell you the other 6 here. Elizabeth Hartkey. She actually created a business that, is really, really successful with, we're helping like other entrepreneurs build their business. But now
Yeah.
she's kind of migrated over to something called luminary leadership. And what it means
Love it.
is all of the entrepreneurs that have, like those of us that have kids, like
Yep.
we get to teach them how to be better leaders. And
Oh my
that's what
gosh.
her focus is. She's like, I want to build the next generation of good leaders. And
I
I
need to
get
meet
chills
her.
when I was like, oh my God, my daughter should be listening to this one. I'm going to have to make sure she does because
I
it's so
know.
good. It's just so
Same.
good. Yes.
So
Yes.
is the recording going to be available
So, okay.
after?
So this is why if you're going to do it, come live, unless you want to get a
Yep.
VIP ticket. If you get a VIP ticket, you get to get the recordings, the transcripts, and we're having a happy hour. Well, it's not even happy hour. I guess you call it a lunchtime, or I don't know, midday, just virtual coffee thingy with with all the speakers, or every one of them I can get to come at 2:00 Eastern on November 4th. So you get that
Oh,
too.
that's
You get
perfect.
access to that so that you can network directly with the speakers and ask them questions directly.
Great.
So definitely a great opportunity to do that. So yeah, Elizabeth, and then Jess Jordana, she's a copywriter. She's a really heart-centered person. I really connected with her on a deeper level. She calls herself the heart translator. She helps creative
I
business
love
owners
that.
turn their passion into words that people actually get. And she works
Love
with
it.
solopreneurs and organizations. And so she'll have a lot of really great things to talk about in terms of your copy and how that should
Yeah.
be connected with your brand message. Tiffany Newman, I came across Tiffany when I was just thinking, like when I was figuring out personal branding, like when I first
Yeah.
quit my job and said, okay, Melissa, it's time to go into photography full time. I had been building this business prior to quitting, but I was doing
Okay.
something completely different. I was doing like
Yeah.
maternity and newborn, so that was not going to fly in the terms of personal
Oh
brand,
my
right? It was
goodness.
like different.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of research and started learning more about personal brand. Well, Tiffany was one I came across at first. And she's actually helped like the personal brands of some really major players out there.
That's
I
great.
don't know if you've heard of Selena Sue, who does like the it's million, impacting millions. That's her thing. She does PR and
Okay.
things like that. So she's done branding for those people. So she's really,
Fabulous.
really like an expert in that space. She views branding as a self-development process, which I think is a cool way of looking at it,
Yes.
because it's
Yes.
like we as humans do not, we're not one and done. Like we don't figure it out once and then it's like that's all we get to do. It's like
Yeah.
it evolves, and so she's going to talk a little
Iterative.
bit about that.
Love
Iterative,
it.
very good. Melina Palmer, she's cool because, and I met her like maybe a year and a half or so ago. She's a behavioral economics expert. And so
Oh my
she's going to
gosh.
bring Yeah, I know. She's going to bring behavioral economics to the table when it comes to personal brands. So like, how do you take your brand and then communicate it in a way that really like hits home subconsciously for the people you need to help? So
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that conversation. She also has a podcast too. She's built a good brand for herself. It's amazing. I only have two more. Karita Tanner Cloud. I know I have to
Yep.
talking, but Karita, her mission is to help build brands that serve her clients' audiences as opposed to just selling to them. She is really again on that authentic side. She is one of the it's the Forbes 1000 up and coming entrepreneurs. She just
Yeah.
got on that
Okay.
list.
Nice.
Amazing. Yes. And her goal is to become the largest women-owned, Black-owned ad agency in the United States. And
Oh
she's
my gosh, I love that.
totally, yeah, she is going there. And then last but not least, Terry Trespicio. I don't know if you know her.
Okay.
I met her a
No.
couple of years ago, I think, at a NABO event. She's an
Okay.
award-winning writer, speaker, brand advisor, and author. She's been on talk shows, a wide variety of magazines, and performs stand-up comedy all over New York City. And she's
Oh, I
funny,
love that.
and she's
Ah,
warm, and she's direct, and she's hilarious. So I really think like, I mean, seriously, like, why would you miss any of these people? They're all
I
amazing.
know. I know. So she
So
runs an ad agency and does stand-up comedy.
yes,
So if she can
yes.
do that, then I have to say to my friend Eddie, who's in the accountability group that I just launched this week, Eddie,
Mm-hmm.
then you can do it too. You can
Yes.
do
Oh, is
whatever
Eddie
you
funny
want.
too?
He's freaking hysterical. If we were at the
Oh,
same Success Champion networking anything, the two
uh-huh.
of us would be the ones yelled at the entire time. Like, stop laughing. Stop. I'm like his Ed Sullivan to Johnny Carson.
Oh my God,
Um,
amazing.
yeah, because he cracks me up to no end.
Okay, so he needs to
I
come next year, is
love,
what you're saying.
yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
I love everything that you're putting together. It's piecing
Thank
out
you.
what branding really is and
Yes.
bringing in the experts to define like this is what it really means, this
Mm-hmm.
is what your personal story really means, and
Mm-hmm.
let's take it from the tactical and technical perspective of copywriting.
Mm-hmm.
You've pieced every part of branding
Yeah.
into a one-day event,
And
and then
I
what
don't, I'm
happens?
seriously going, how did this, I mean, I took action and I did it, but then but I was like nose to the grindstone, for a while. And
Yeah.
then it just started, and it's kind of one of those things I'm a big believer in, like if you put it out there, you get the energy around it, the people come,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
it
How
just,
many people are registered so far, and how much more room do you
oh my
have?
gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you for asking that question. That means I need to go check in with my team. But I think the last time, I think the last time I talked, which was 2 days ago, I had 75 people registered.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but that was like 2 or 3 days ago before we really started doing more, more like
More
reaching
marketing
out and
and
like more marketing, things like that.
yeah.
So I don't have the answer to that question, but what I will do is
Yeah.
go check in with them and put it in the comments later.
And do you have a limit on the number of attendees?
So, the answer is if I need to open up the room to a bigger audience, I will. That's my
Okay.
answer. Because
Fabulous.
we're doing it via Zoom. I have a specific Zoom account that allows for a specific number of people. And what I told my team
Yep.
was, you tell me, day before, do I need to increase that space? And we will.
Right.
Yeah.
You can even do it the morning of.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't recommend it,
I'm
but
like looking at it going, okay, whenever, bring it on. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
the more
gosh,
the
I love it.
merrier. Mm-hmm.
I love it. And let me also say that after you register
Mm-hmm.
for Breakthrough Brand Live, you will be taken to a fabulous like giveaway sheet from every single person who's speaking.
Yes.
Like you have gifts for gifts for gifts
Yes.
going in that. So you have an
Everyone.
opportunity to get 12 or 13 gifts out of
Mm-hmm.
the day from each speaker is gifting something.
That's right.
So
Yep.
definitely register. I highly recommend if you can't attend all day because it is last minute right now.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I fly. Everything is by
Yeah.
the seat of my pants.
Yeah. Well, me too.
Um, Register for the VIP event because then you get the recordings and transcripts.
That's right.
Um,
And the networking event, that was to me
yes.
I couldn't believe that. I was like, hey, I want to get the speakers together to network with each other. I want them to like talk to the VIPs. And they were like, yes. I was
Yes.
like, awesome, let's do it. So
That is freaking incredible. So on November 4th at 2 p.m. Eastern, your VIPs will have an opportunity to meet and chat with every single speaker and every other attendee
yes.
who's there. I love it.
Yes, I had to go
Love
make
it.
sure on my calendar. I was like, is it November 4th? Yes, it's November 4th at 2 o'clock.
It is.
Yes.
Good, 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 good. So I'm going to drop in the comments under our live the website to register for the event,
Yeah, thank you.
and also how can people find you?
Oh, for me, well, you guys can go to Melissa at, well, sorry, you can go to melissademple.com to get to my website. And there's lots of information there. I also have a Facebook group if anyone's interested in checking that out. And that is
Great.
Boost Your Brand to Scale Your Biz.
I love it.
You want me to
So
just
I
grab
hope.
the links there and just pop them in there? I can do that for you.
Great.
Yep. I'm going to do that right now. So this is my website.
Love it.
And
And so the big thing
go ahead.
that I got out of you that I can't wait to employ. The way that I talk about my philosophy is that I want to rewrite the business playbook. So literally, I want to throw out the old business playbook that was written in caveman days by Thor, who traded a bison for a dinosaur, and rewrite it so that it is encompassing of more than just the people around the executive table who look like me. More like, hey, let's represent all of our customers and our buyers and who we want to attract. That's who we need around the executive table, helping to make informed decisions.
That's good.
So I want to take the playbook and like
throw it out. You saw, yes, exactly. Exactly.
That's
What a
how
great idea.
Right? And you branded
Yes.
that with somebody. And I thought, oh my God, it's just ingenious.
And
Melissa.
don't forget to when you're with your photographer,
Yes.
when they're doing that, get them to do like, it's called motor, to turn on your motor on. So they want to get all the pictures and then create a GIF for yourself, or ask them to do that.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that.
That's what I
How
did for my
smart.
client. So she gets to do that too. She has it on her website. It's like, it's constantly throwing the rule book out. So it's cool.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
That is fabulous.
That'll be great for you.
Thank you. Thank you for popping the links in, and I'll put those into the comments inside Facebook as well.
Great.
And I really hope that everybody takes this opportunity to join you on Wednesday, because I can't even say enough about everything that you have already taught me, but also all of these speakers and what they're bringing to the table.
Yes, so good. And I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to put the thing in here right now.
Okay.
The registration link, so that you don't have to do it.
Yes.
I'm going to grab it real quick.
Fabulous.
Right in there. So I got 3 links in there for everyone. Bam, there you go.
You rock. And of course, it's going to take a second. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you.
I'm excited to have you there.
Thank you.
Yes.
I am
hey,
too.
oh, and by the way, if anyone wants to actually have, like, if they have questions, specific questions they want me to ask, like, lay them on me, because that's what I want to do. I want to find out what are the major questions people have. So I think that in the link, as you go through the registration, did you ever see a place to put the question that you might have?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So don't forget, guys, if you're registering, there's a place for you to actually put a question in. Put a question in. Do it.
And then Melissa will read it out to each of the speakers, or whomever is the appropriate speaker who can answer to that. And
I mean, I can't probably get to everything, but I want to at least see what's the common questions, and those will be the ones we'll ask. Absolutely.
Fabulous.
Yay.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me on here. You're amazing.
Stop. I'm so excited to have you. Have a great day, and we'll catch up soon.
All right.
See you Wednesday.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.